Welcome to today's session. We're going to be focusing on inner thighs and foot and ankle mobility. In terms of props, you may fancy a couple of blocks at some point, but nothing else is required. So let's come to stand at the front of our mat and just take a moment here to ground down through your feet, to allow the arms to rest down by your sides, and take a couple of breaths in. Couple of breaths out. Taking the time to connect to your body and to your breath. And let's breathe in and reach our hands up to the sky, looking up. And exhale, start to draw your hands down, slide them down your thighs and place them on your knees. And then bring yourself into this little squat position with your ankles and your knees together. And then from here, start to press your knees back with your hands as you draw yourself forward. So you're in this little halfway lift position. And then we're going to come back through, coming back into this little squat position. And then press the knees, coming to your halfway lift. So we're going to move through these two positions. So here in this little squat, you'll be feeling a nice calf and ankle stretch. And then in our halfway lift position, you may be feeling this down your hamstrings, down the backs of the legs. So let's just continue moving through these two positions, noticing how you feel. Another couple of times. Beautiful. And then from here, come to your halfway lift. And then start to slide your hands down to the floor, taking a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to and let go of your head and neck. From this position, coming back up to your halfway lift. And then we're going to start to walk the hands. And then from this halfway lift, you're going to step your left foot back and come into a lunge. Keep that back leg lifted for a moment, press down into the front foot and firm up the back leg. Breathing in here, breathing out. And then everyone start to turn to the left. So you're going to turn to face the long edge of your mat. Sorry, I've got my back to you. And you're going to have your feet in parallel position here. You're in this nice wide-legged position here. And then from here, with your feet remaining parallel, you're going to bend into your left knee and then bend into your right knee. So you're transferring your weight from one leg to the other, really feeling into your inner thighs. So keep both feet pressed down into the ground if you can. And then you're just moving to the left and then moving to the right. So you decide how low you want to take it here. But the most important thing is that we are feeling these movements down the inner part of our thighs. So we're getting this nice adductor stretch, the inner thigh stretch, place where a lot of us are very tight. So let's continue a couple more like this. Keep your breath nice and fluid. Amazing. And then come back to center. And then from here, bring your left hand to the center of the mat. You could bring your hand forward if needs be. And then bring your right arm, peel it up to the sky. Take a twist from this wide-legged position. Now you can bend your knees if you need to. Otherwise, we're keeping our legs nice and straight. And then we're reaching up as we rotate our body to the side wall. And then bring the right hand down, reach up with the left, peeling and opening through the chest. Keep pressing down through both feet, taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Hands come back. And then let's start to tiptoe our way around back into a lunge position at the front of your mat. And then from here, draw that back knee down. And we're going to start to move our right leg out to the side now. So right foot is in line with the right knee. Hopefully you can see that. If not, everything is in roughly a nice straight position here, knee and foot. You could have your hands on blocks here, or you could bring them to the floor. And then once again, we're pressing down through that right foot. So really feel this down the inner thigh. And then from this position, we're going to start to lift the toes of the right foot. So your ankle is still drawing down, nothing else is changing. And then you're drawing your toes down and lifting your ankle up. So you're getting this rotation all the way through the leg into the hip joint. Nothing else is moving. Hopefully you can see me, or at least know what I am doing here if you can't. Keep the breath moving. How does it feel in the hip? How does it feel in your inner thigh? Just going another couple of times. So we're really working here on our foot and ankle mobility. Beautiful. And then keep your right leg stretched out to the side. And then if your toes are flat to the floor on your left foot, you're going to tuck them under. And then from here, you're going to start to walk your hands back to your leg and just bring yourself into a little elevator position. So now we'll be feeling this, no doubt, down the soles of the feet and into our toes. Maybe this is enough, or maybe you want to challenge your mobility by starting to draw yourself back onto your bottom. And then let's take ourselves forward, using your hands as much as you need to. Coming forward again, press down into that right foot. And then let's take it back. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring your bottom all the way down to the ground. And then we lift ourselves back up, move forward, pressing down through that right foot. And we just go through this movement a couple of times. So good for our hip and our foot and ankle mobility. Beautiful, everyone. How does that feel? Let's go one more time and then come forward. And with this right foot still stretched out, you're going to come back to this little tabletop position with your body, hands pressing down into the mat, and then start to peel your right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle under. I'm not going to bring my body right down. I'm just threading my chest through, and then I'm reaching up. We'll do this 5 times. Keep pressing that right foot down. And then we're getting this beautiful rotation through the chest. How does this feel? Wonderful, everyone. I think that's our 5. Let's bring our hand down. And then from here, untuck your toes. And then let's step this right foot forward. You're back in your lunge. Let's lift up that back knee of the left leg. Pause for a moment here. Strengthen the legs by pressing down through both feet. And then you're going to step your left foot forward to meet the right. And then from here, breathing in, lifting halfway, hands on shins or on the floor. Find that length through the torso. Draw in and up with your belly. And then exhale, forward fold. Press down through your feet, rise up, extended mountain, look up, give your glutes a squeeze, and then exhale, hands come down, arms by your side. Let's do that on the other side. So breathe in, reach up, exhale, hands come down, sliding your hands down your knees, and then you're going to take this little squat position again. Now notice how it feels. You may feel like you've got a little bit more mobility, a little bit more give, and flexibility through your ankles. And then let's push those legs back, coming to this little halfway lift position. Coming forward into your squat, and then pressing those knees gently back. So when you're in your halfway lift, make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And then we're just moving through these 2 positions again. Really stretching out the backs of your legs. So great if you're doing a lot of running, which I know a lot of you are at the moment. And even if you're not, such a lovely opening for the backs of the legs and ankles. Okay, let's make this the last one. Coming into our little squat pose. And then drawing the knees back. From here, let's start to draw our hands down to the ground. And then from here, let's step our right foot back we take it into a lunge. Let's firm up our leg, back leg, firm up the glutes. Just pause here, feel that strength in your body. And then we're going to start to walk our hands around to the right now, to come to the long edge of this side of the mat. Feet are facing forward, find that parallel position. And then we're going to start to bend into the left knee, and then walk your hands across and bend into the right knee. How low do you want to go? Doesn't matter, as long as we're feeling that stretch down the inner part of our thighs. And just go easy here. There's no forcing your body, just notice how you feel. I like to keep my chest nice and lifted throughout when I move through these side lunges. Let's go one more to one side and one more to the other. Lovely, everyone. Come back to center, and then this time we're going to turn our feet out. We're going to bring our hands to our hips and push up. So we are setting up for our goddess pose. Let's bring our hands together into prayer. And then here in our goddess pose, we're thinking about keeping our knees tracking out in the direction of our feet. So let's take some pulses here. Let's take it down. Can you imagine that your back is sliding down the wall behind you? Rather than those knees caving in, we're drawing them out. And then let's come up and come down. Come up, come down. What's happening to your face? What's happening to your jaw? Can you keep this part of your body, which always holds so much tension, your face, your jaw, nice and relaxed? So pressing down. The more you press down through your feet, the more you'll feel this actively through the legs. How's your breath doing? Beautiful, everyone. Let's hold it here at the bottom. Always softening our shoulders away from our ears. Can we bring a soft smile to our lips? Amazing. And then coming back up. From here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips, sink down one more time. Bring your hands to the floor and then start to walk around. So come back into your little lunge-like position with that back leg lifted, and then draw the knee down. From here, you're going to start to move this left leg out to the side. So now left foot is in line with your right knee. We're in this little tabletop position with our body. And then from here, you're going to press down into that left foot, feel into that inner thigh, and then start to draw the toes off the floor as you keep the heel of that left foot down. And then you're drawing the heel of that left foot up as you draw the toes down. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. This is a rotation through the foot. And continue doing that. So really get some lovely mobility into our ankle joints. So for many of us, if we've rolled our ankles, sprained, broken them, these can remain really quite weak areas in our body. So this is really lovely for really helping to work through mobility here, especially if things get very tight after injuries. Beautiful. And then let's place that foot back down, that left foot. And then we're going to start to walk our hands back to our body. So we're coming into this position, I like to call it fire toes. So you're bringing your bottom down to rest on that heel, but you're keeping your body up. Maybe this is your position. Feel that opening down the sole of your foot. And then if we want to take it a little bit further, we can start to roll over the bottom, bringing the bottom down, finding that mobility through the hip. That left leg stays really active the whole time. And then we're coming forward, using our hands as much as we need to. And then we're coming back, rolling over our bottoms to come down. Clearly need to work on this a little bit more. There's always room for improvement in our mobility. Can we come down as slowly as possible? Let's go another 2 times. Coming back, beautiful for that left inner thigh. And then come forward one last time. We're in this little tabletop position with our leg out to the side. And then let's take our thread the needle. So reaching your left arm up now. And then start to thread the needle as you draw through. And this is a really lovely opportunity to really engage those muscles, the side body muscles, your oblique muscles, but really working into that left leg as well to get that beautiful stretch through the leg as well as rotation through the upper body. So we're doing 5. Beautiful, everyone. Fantastic. Bring that arm up and then bring that hand down. And then we will step that left foot forward. Come back to our lunge position. Let's lift up that back leg. Pausing here. Give those glutes a little bit of a squeeze. And then step that left foot forward to meet the right. Take a breath in, lifting halfway. How do the backs of the legs feel? And then exhale, come down, bring your hands back down. Knees are going to come down to the ground. We're going to take frog pose to finish. So open your knees out as wide as you can. And you want to have your legs at 90-degree positions with your inner part of the foot pressing down into the floor. So it's all going to look very different for us as to how high or low we are. Again, don't worry about that. We just want to feel that sensation down the inner part of your thighs. You may want to grab a block here or a prop to put under your forehead. And then we are going to, if we have the space, draw our bodies down to the ground, our forehead down. So whatever feels comfortable. For me, it feels like I want to bring my chin down and my chest down. We're all going to feel this differently. And then keep pressing gently the inner part of your knees and the inner part of your ankles down. And you come back to your breath here. And if this feels like it's quite a lot to be static here, you could move your body forward and back, almost like a little frog moving through water. And you may find the more you move, the more it eases up those tight inner thighs and groins. And maybe it will allow you to sink down that little bit deeper towards the end. Full breath in, full breath out. So remembering in our postures, if we're grimacing and holding on for dear life, we've gone too far. Scale it back, find the comfort. Even if it feels challenging, we're looking for the comfort in our breath. Beautiful, everyone. There's only one way out of this pose, and it's very carefully. So you're walking your hands back to your legs, and then start to bring the legs together. You're just sitting on your knees. And this is where we're going to end today. So thank you so much for joining me, and let me know how you get on. Namaste.